Namaskar, divine morning to and divine evening to everybody who has joined on today's session. And very warm welcome to Jashbir ma'am, Jashbir Bhatia, who is going to conduct today's session. Let me give a brief introduction about her. So she is our beloved friend. We have been connecting with her for at least I have been connecting with her for last 1 year almost. And so she's from Goregaon, India. She's been in the teaching profession since the past 30 years, and she is the principal at a public school in Delhi. She has been in spirituality since 2004, and she's been actively involved in book reading with PMC. She has done so many sessions on PMC Gujarat. In fact, we meet her every day, and she conducts also meditations and teaches the science of spirituality on her own platform, where she takes her colleagues and friends on a journey within to explore their purpose in our life. So she has her own channel, Journey Within, and she has done many sessions on Gita Ji, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and also conduct a lot of meditation sessions. So very warm welcome to Jashbir Ji. Over to you.
Thank you, Sandhya. This was such an elaborate introduction. I really don't know whether I match up to it. I'm also like, we are all in it together, you know. We have been meeting every day on PMC Gujarat for book reading, and then like got encouraged to do it on my own channel also, and for my colleagues, friends. So it's a beautiful journey we are on, and each day we are learning new things, right?
Yes.
So today, I'm just going to discuss a very amazing technique which I happened to learn on this journey. That was EFT, right? When we were doing the book Mind to Matter, if you remember, by Dawson Church, he talks about this EFT, which is Emotional Freedom Technique, how we get free from our deep-rooted emotions. Now, this is nothing new, really. This actually goes way back, you know, in the Chinese culture, or even in all our Eastern philosophies. For example, we study about our chakras. So we have these 7 chakras, okay? So we have these 7 chakras, and each chakra has a soul quality. For example, if I just go one by one, our root chakra, the soul quality of our root chakra is trust. And each of these chakra has a demon, which does not let, you know, this quality flourish. For example, trust is the soul quality of our root chakra, but the demon is the fear. So the fear of survival does not let the trust come in. And then when we come to the second one, that is our sacral chakra, innocence is the soul quality of this chakra, and the demon is guilt. Okay? We are made to feel guilty for having fun, for enjoying, for our sexual activities. We are made to feel guilty. So that the opposite is actually innocent. We are supposed, these are natural qualities. We are supposed to feel okay about, you know, if we are exploring our sexuality or if we are enjoying our life, there is nothing to feel guilty about. And after that comes our solar plexus chakra, where again the self-respect is a soul quality and shame is the guilt. When we are not able to achieve what we want to. So the difference between guilt and shame is guilt comes from within and the shame comes from the outer world. We feel, you know, we are not good enough. But who is judging? People outside are judging us that we have not done well in life. Okay. And then comes our heart chakra. We all know the heart chakra, the soul quality is joy, happiness, and grief is its demon. Similarly, we come to the throat chakra. The truth is the soul quality, and the lies, when we are not able to speak the truth. So lies is the demon over there. We generally think something else and we speak something else. We are not able to say no to people. You know, we unnecessarily validate in our work and all that. If we have a problem with our boss and we want to talk about it, but we don't. We are always on a different, you know, mask we wear at work. So the truth is not there. Okay. And after that, we come to the third eye. The third eye, the soul quality is reality, and the illusion is its demon. Then we cannot see the truth. And then the last, the crown chakra, is surrender to the divine. And what stops us from surrendering to the divine? It is the attachments. The attachments which we have in life That is the demon which does not let us surrender to the higher consciousness, to the divine. Now, we have learned in our journey in meditation that meditation is that beautiful magic which helps us to overcome all these demons, right? Similarly, if we go to the Chinese culture, we say that in India, to clean up these chakras, we use the prana energy. During meditation, when we breathe in and breathe out, we are using the prana energy, which we say circulates in our etheric body and cleans up our entire nadi system. We call it the nadi system. But in the Chinese culture, they call this nadi system as, instead of nadi, they call it the channels. And instead of the prana energy, they call it the chi energy. Okay? So this is what is used in the science of acupressure and acupuncture. So acupressure and acupuncture is a beautiful science which helps us to clean up these channels where any of these demons are blocked. Any of these demons which are not allowing our chakras to be balanced or to function well and to let us live to our highest potential. So they have blocked these entire channels. Now, in acupressure, they say that they're about, say, they call them the meridians. These channels are called meridians. And according to them, there are 14 main meridians. 14 main meridians. These 14 main meridians are the 14 main points where we're going to tap in the EFT. And we are able to release these chakras by repeating certain affirmations. So that is the science behind EFT. Like we create certain affirmations, we tap on these 14 meridians, okay? And repeatedly doing this day after day, one by one, we are able to release all these demons which have blocked our chakras and do not allow the energy to flow. Something like if you buy a car, so unless you don't keep servicing it and you just keep running it, eventually it will start giving you trouble. Things will get blocked. Okay, let me give a very basic example. Like we apply makeup, right? So unless we don't remove the makeup previous night, next morning our skin is not going to be fresh. If you sleep with your makeup on, next day your skin is not going to be bright. So you've got to remove that. You can't put foundation over foundation over foundation. That is going to, you know what you're going to look like if you do that.
Yes.
So similarly, when these demons have blocked our channels, if we continue with our meditation with the blocked channels, the effect is not going to be that good. So for our meditation to be effective, EFT is like a catalyst. It's like a tool. It's like the servicing of our body first before we take it on the highway. Okay? So that is why I wanted to do EFT first and then go for meditation, because you will see it for yourself. After we do 2-3 rounds of the EFT, our meditation, the quality of our meditation will improve. So where do these demons come from? Anyone? Sandhya? Or, well, I just know 2 people here on this group. So like,
it comes from our experiences, in current life.
Yes, it comes from our past memories. Past memories, which can even go up to, even when you were in the womb of your mother. Yes. Or in fact, even more intriguing is it can even go way behind that, even to your past lives. There can be certain things which have blocked your system from your past memories of your previous lives. Or even in this lifetime, even when you were 2 months old, 3 months old, suppose you've had some experience that time, some very basic, tiny experience. For example, like your mother was putting you in the crib and you fell down from her hands. That trauma could have a deep-rooted fear inside you. You don't remember it because it has gone into your subconscious. Mm-hmm. It is embedded somewhere in your subconscious. So 95% of your brain is subconscious. Yes. So this subconscious is carrying all these past memories, past traumas, past demons, past guilts, past shame, past fear, whatever. And that is what is blocking our channels, blocking our nadis, blocking our energy system. So a very simple technique given by the Chinese used to do something, the Buddhist monks, they used to do something which is called the Qi Gong, which was much before EFT. So in that they used to just hit themselves like that, with as if it's a gong. But Dawson Church then has modified it and we call it the EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. We are getting free from all these emotions which are blocking our chakras, right? So for that, he has identified, say, about 10 points. Now you would say there are 14 meridians. Why are we tapping only on 10 points? That's because some of these meridians are crisscrossing. They're intersecting. So one point will be catering to both the meridians. So very briefly, I will just first show you which are these 10 points. And we are going to be tapping on them. Tapping means just very softly tapping, not hitting ourselves and not feather touches also. It's going to be like a tap. So I'm just going to show you the 10 basic points. In fact, 9 are more familiar to everyone. First of all, we are going to hit on this is called the karate chop point. Yeah, on the side. When you hit a chop, you hit like this, right? So this is called the karate chop point. And we tap on this, like this. With your fingers, one finger, 2 finger, 3 finger. We just tap and we are going to articulate certain affirmations. I will talk about that later. First, let me show you the points. So this karate chop points. One point. Second is between where your eyebrows end here. Just feel that bone here where your eyebrows are ending. I'm using one finger so that I can look at you. You can use both fingers here.
Okay.
Now, see, we are not very familiar with acupressure points. So we might miss the point. That is why what we are going to do is we are going to use 2 fingers so that when we tap with 2 fingers, we are sure we are not missing that point. Okay. So we do this. Both sides together like that. So this is the second point. Third is where your eyebrows end. Here, near the temples, where your eyebrows are ending, out here. The third point here. Fourth is below your cheekbones, here. Then below your nostrils, here, above your upper lip. Then on your chin, not in the cleft, little below that, it's between the lower lip and the end of your chin. So somewhere here, we tap here. And then we tap on our collarbones. Now these are the collarbones. Where the collarbones end here, right here, there's a depression here. The point is somewhere there. Again, so that we don't miss the point, we are going to tap on the entire collarbone, like that. Okay? You can even use your fist if you want to, or you can use your fingers. Then under your armpits, 4 fingers under the armpit, where your strap comes, that point, you're going to tap there. And if any men are doing it, they can just draw a line from their nipples and where they meet the side of their, their body here up there, they can tap there. Both sides like that. And lastly, we're going to tap the middle of our head where our crown chakra is. Now, how do you get that midpoint? Put both your thumbs in your ears and take your fingers up there to where they meet, that intersection. That is your crown point. We're going to tap there. Then lastly, you can tap here on your wrist too. So these are the points. Points are going to remain the same. The affirmations can change according to your issue. Okay. So now today, my meditation is basically on self-love. So the point which I'm going to take today for the affirmations of our EFT is I've taken self-love and loving everyone. See, we've heard this very often that unless you learn to love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. So self-love is very, very important, because what you don't have, you cannot give to anyone. Unless your own cup is full, unless you don't have something in your cup, you cannot share it with anybody else. Simple as that. So, you know what, most of us are ladies here. So, like, generally, ladies think that sacrificing is one way of showing love. They cook something nice, they don't keep for themselves, they give it to their children, they give it to their husband, and they sacrifice it. They think that's great love, sacrificing. So that's a new revolution. What I have learned, that exactly that's not self-love. So we are supposed to pamper and love ourselves too, because unless we respect ourselves and give love to ourselves, it is impossible to give that same emotion to the other. So that becomes sacrifice. That's a compulsive kind of a thing which we are doing. And then with sacrifice comes expectation. So when you sacrifice for your child and your child does not acknowledge it, you feel hurt. Oh, see, I did so much for him. He has not even bothered. He did not even say thank you. But when you've loved yourself enough, you don't care if that thank you comes or not, because you're already in that bliss of your own happiness. Okay. So today's EFT we will do on self-love, right? That is, what stops you from loving yourself? So let's just think. We have to frame affirmations, sentences. Now the sequence of the sentence would be, first we have to accept ourselves with that issue. Meaning, like, I know that I don't love myself and there is something which is blocking me from loving myself, but I accept myself. I accept myself that way. So we have to first accept, we have to drop our egos and accept our issues, whatever is troubling us, whatever is not letting us love ourselves. So this affirmation can be just anything. We want to do something, we want to work on our highest potential at workplace, at home. But there's something which is not allowing us to work on our highest potential. So we can tap on that. Though I know I'm not working on my highest potential, there is something which is blocking me. So today I release everything which is blocking me from reaching to my highest potential. Okay, so we have to recognize, accept it. Now, the best would be if we can just note it down, whatever it is. For example, today I feel I do not have self-love. So what rating do I give it from 0 to 10? Got it? Like, for example, there's a lot of guilt inside me for giving time to myself. I feel guilty. I'm not giving time to my husband. I'm not looking after the house. And I'm just sitting here and doing meditation and I feel guilty. So what is the level? Is it 8, 6, 10, 9? How guilty do you feel? So now we have to release that. So after doing these rounds of EFT, we will again reevaluate and see how guilty do we feel now. So you'll be surprised to see that that number will start decreasing. And if you regularly continue doing EFT, there will be a day when you will not have any of these fears inside you. Okay. So now today, have you all got the points or do you want me to revise it? Because see, I need half an hour for the meditation also. It's 7:55.
I think I'm good. I got it.
You got the point. So while doing it, it will be revised anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Now what we're going to say, now we're going to say out loud, okay? Whatever we say, we're going to say out loud. But yes, you can do it anytime. In your workplace, you're getting stressed. Somebody has said something to you and you're so stressed. Now there you can't keep, you can't speak out loud. So obviously you'll sit in your seat and you can just talk to yourself. Okay, I've had an issue with this guy. You can talk like that, to yourself, self-talk. But normally when we are at home, we are going to say out loud. So let's talk about love today. And let's start saying out loud. I want to release any and every barrier which is in me, which stops me from giving and receiving love. For giving and receiving, near your eyebrows, where they end, huge amount of love. Not little love, not teeny weeny love, lots of love. Every part of me is open for giving and receiving huge amount of love. Today, I release all the resistance in my body that stops me from giving huge amount of love. I deserve to be loved, and I deserve to give out love. Love builds my mind. Love builds my body. Love builds my heart. I release everything and anything that stops me from loving myself, which is blocking my mind, my heart from this flow of huge amount of love. So like this, we are going to continue, going on doing these affirmations. Have you got the way how we're going to do it? Right? So let's continue. I release anything and everything from my past that comes between me and giving and receiving love. I am love. I was born love. I came from love. Someday, when I release this body, I will return to love. I was love before I was born. I'm love after I release my body. So I choose to be love in between every moment of my life. And today I release anything and everything that comes between me and receiving love. I bless myself. I release all my fears and I become love. So got it? So if you repeat this 2-3 times, you will realize that slowly, slowly, these issues will start becoming lighter in your body. So you can do this with anything. For example, I want to reach the highest potential in my work. So I would say, I release everything and everything which comes between me and my highest potential. I know I'm not working at my highest potential. I accept myself where I am. But I want to release all the fears, all the guilt, all the resistance which comes between. So that is the technique. So whatever, the procedure remains the same, your lines become different, and your before and after, the marks you give yourself will change. So do it 2 to 3 times. This was just the procedure I've told you. You will have to practice it a little for us to actually understand. So any 1 or 2 questions, if anybody wants to ask on this, I'm ready. Otherwise, we can go into meditation.
I have one question, Jasbir ma'am.
Yeah.
So is there any time frame, like for each point, like do we tap, or it's just up to us? Like how long we should tap each point?
See 2-3 taps like this, soft taps.
Okay.
I release. When you keep on circulating, see, though there is no sequence as such, but yes, when we start from here, if we go in a sequence, it becomes a little more scientific, we are going in a sequence. If you missed out any, you can always come back to it.
Okay.
Nothing like that. You have to just do the same points all the time. What I'm trying to say is, like, if you missed out the eyebrows, it's not I did not do that. So like, just don't bother. Let it go in a flow. So whatever
Okay.
point you are resonating with, just do that. Any of them. If you missed out any one in one cycle, it's okay. It's
Okay.
perfectly fine. Basically, it is the affirmations. Now,
Mm-hmm.
affirmations done without the tapping will not be that effective. They will remain just theoretical affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we are visualizing that we are releasing all that also. And it is scientifically happening also. It is actually coming up. These are our channels, our energy channels. Now we all know about it.
Yes.
We've learned the chakras. We know that we have an etheric body and we have this energy flow. So you will feel that energy flowing. Some other time we'll discuss what is called the Qi Gong thing also, which was the original thing. There they used to use their wrist as a gong and just hit themselves like this, these monks. And they used to release their entire body and the flow of energy used to change. So we can actually do this, especially when at workplace you're feeling stressed, anxiety is there. There's a lot of work pressure, there's a lot of things to do. Just sit down, close your eyes. I know, you can just start off. I know I have a lot of stress on my mind, but I choose to release whatever is giving me stress. So you will hypnotize yourself and release all that stress and anxiety. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think all the people over here, nobody is new. They all have been seeing this, hearing this. But I think if you practice it, it does help. It does help. I've done it a couple of times, and it does bring you to a better state of mind after you've done it. It's like self hypnotism plus clearing your energy channels. Okay, we've learned so much about affirmations, in Louise Hay and all that. Don't you remember loving yourself and all? But then just saying I love myself is not enough. We have to believe it also. Yes, we do love ourselves. And we have to release whatever is blocking us. The guilt is blocking me from loving myself, from giving myself time. So I have to release that guilt. I don't have to feel guilty about it. Okay? Because see, when we're talking about love, here I don't mean the romantic love. Here I mean the divine love, the love that we are love, our true nature is love. We are all spiritual beings, we are love and light, which is totally within us. And we cover it up with so many of these demons and we don't let it shine and come out. So the meditation today also, I'm going to take you in a journey where we are going to explore self-love and love for everyone. See, some of you are sitting in the US, some of us are sitting here in India, but we feel that connect. There are no boundaries really. If now we talk about astral travel too. So suppose we are able to go out in space and we look at the planet from the top. Will you see any boundaries? Will we see any countries or anything separate? No, we don't, because that's the reality. There is nothing separate. There are no separate boundaries in countries. We have created them. So we have to now believe that, and we know it. We know it. We are all meditators. We know that. We have felt that. But yes, we have to still keep reaffirming to ourselves. We have to keep reminding us that we are all one. Because what happens? What is the root cause of all the problems when we think that we are separate? Okay? So let's go into this meditation. The rest, whatever I want to explain, I will do it through the meditation itself. And I'll request all of you to sit in a room where we are going to explore the love in our hearts. So with that, we want to be with ourselves. So be in a room, close the door if there's any noise in your house. Request your family not to disturb you for the next half an hour. I have half an hour.
Yeah, you can go more, little more than that. That's okay.
Okay. Thank you. So just sit in a room, darken it if you can, drink a glass of water, and be with yourself now. All of us have been practicing Anapanasati, where we remember 4 C's, okay? 4 C's. The first C is to sit comfortably. The first C is to sit comfortably. When I say comfortably, I do not mean straight like that. I do not mean slouched. I mean reasonably straight, so that our head, our throat, and our body is reasonably in a straight line. That has a significance. Having a throat, our head, and our body in a straight line means what we think, we speak the same, and we do the same. For example, a person who is not aligned will think something else, will speak something else, means he might not be liking you, but when he meets you, or he'll give you a hug and he'll say, I love you. So he's not speaking the truth anyway. And then sometimes we go blah, blah, blah. We speak a lot and we don't do anything. So being in harmony with our body and mind actually means thinking, speaking, and doing. All these three things should become same. If you read the book Thinking and, sorry, which one is this? Yeah, this Thinking and Destiny. It's on the same triune self, a thinker, a doer, and a knower. So what you think, what you speak, and what you do should be in one line. Okay? So sit in that posture. Next C, cross your feet. Third C, cross your fingers. And the last C is close your eyes. Once we close our eyes, we are not going to open our eyes, come what may. Even if the sky falls down, we are not opening our eyes now for the next 20-25 minutes. My dear friends, we're just going to be with ourselves. We spend a lot of time with our colleagues, with our friends, with our families, but we forget ourselves. We forget to give ourselves love, attention, affection. But whatever you don't have, you cannot give to anyone. So if you do not have self-love, it is impossible for you to give love to anybody else. If you think you are loving your family without loving yourself, you're just faking it. So let us learn to love ourselves before we get the capacity to love others. Let us learn to remove our own pains before we go out to help others to remove their pains. For that, we need to raise our own vibrations. We have the capacity of this love, seed of love, empathy, all is inside us. But the seed of compassion and empathy needs a fertilizer of love. And then we are able to raise our vibrations. Only when we are able to raise the vibrations of our heart will we be able to love ourselves and to love others. So to raise the vibrations of our heart, let's go into Anapanasati meditation, because it's the thoughts in our head which does not allow our mind to be aligned with our body. And unless our mind and body is aligned, we will not be able to absorb the cosmic energy which will help us to raise the vibrations of our heart. So my beautiful friends, to remove these thoughts or to reduce these thoughts, we are going to become an observer. We are going to sit near our nostrils and observe each and every breath which comes in and goes out. Because to reduce the thoughts in our mind, we need to stop using the mind. And Buddha gave this technique where we can breathe without using the mind. This will reduce all the thoughts in your heads. So let us come to this moment now. We are going to be in this moment, here and now. So when you breathe in, say, I'm breathing in. And when you breathe out, say to yourself, I'm breathing out. I breathe in. I know I'm breathing in. When I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. We have so many thoughts in our head, and most of the time, we are either living in the past or frustrations of the past, anger of the past, guilt of the past, shame of the past. Or we live in the future, anxiety, anxiety of the future. What if this happens? What if that happens? We never stay in the moment. But the truth is, life happens only in the present moment. So may I learn to live in this moment. May I learn to look at myself with eyes of understanding and love. May I be able to recognize the seeds of joy and happiness in myself. The next 20 minutes, we are just going to be with our breath. Follow our breath coming in, follow our breath going out. Just be with your breath. root belief of all our beliefs is that you and I are separate. The truth is, we are all connected. There are no others. When I judge you, I judge myself. And when I hurt you, I hurt myself. When I love you, I love myself. So let us lose our identities and drop our resistance and raise our vibrations. Just feel the space behind your eyes. Just feel how deep it is going, how wide it is. Just see how high it is. It's all space around, black, deep space. The space is on both sides of you. There is nobody, no one, nowhere, and no time here. As you become pure consciousness, feel the space all around you and go deeper into this space. Love. And breathe out all limitations which are within you. When you breathe in life. And you breathe out all the fears. Feel this energy inside you. And feel the space all around you. Feel that you're going way beyond your physical body. And you are going out deep into this space. Feel the feeling of love in space. And it's time to raise your energies and your vibrations. Feel as if you're moving out into the space, further away from the earth from way above, in all its glory. This earth, our home, sustains our life. Big empty space in your chest. And place this earth in that space in your chest. And breathe in the power of love. And feel it. Let us breathe in the intent to heal it. Bring the earth close to your heart. Keep it close to your heart. Its trees, oceans, its mountains, its deserts, landscapes, pastures, all creatures, big and small. Feel the harmony and balance, the wholeness and oneness of the entire planet. Become aware of it and feel it. This love is in you. It is growing in you. Be more aware of this intelligent love. Feel this love all inside you and around you. friends. Bring your awareness to your heart region now, center of love. Touch your heart in your meditation and smile. When you smile at your heart gets enlightened. You're aware that we have a heart that beats and functions normally. Smile at your heart with gratitude. It works day and night in order to keep you alive. Pumps so much of blood every day to nourish your body. My dear friends, we get time to sleep and rest, but our heart works 24/7, keeping us alive. When we touch our hearts with mindfulness, it expands, it springs love from it. Love exudes out of your body, spreads around to all your loved ones, your friends, your family, your neighbors, people in your city, people in your country, people on your planet. You can send this love to any part of your body now, which requires healing. Tell that body part, darling, don't worry, I'm here for you. And bathe it in this love. Drench your body with this love energy. Now you have the capacity not only to love yourself, but to love the entire humanity. You have the capacity not only to heal yourself, but to heal the entire planet. Remember to keep the entire planet close to your heart and give life to life. Heal all of life and all people of all races and culture within harmony, because we are in harmony now. Feel this feeling in your chest and let it heal you and the entire globe. Experience this moment by moment by moment. Remember, this love lives within you, and every time you open your heart, the earth is going to notice it. Every time you give to the planet will notice it. Every time you will serve the planet will notice it. Remember this feeling in your heart. When you feel all the sunset, all the wonders in the midnight sky, the gentle breeze that caresses your face, the wind which blows in your hair, you are connected to a flower, to a tree, to the waters flowing in the rivers. Remember, you are living on this planet. Bless it, give thanks to it, admire it, celebrate it, care for it, take time for it, enjoy it, and take care of it now. In a few minutes, we will come back to a new earth and to a new you. Remember to feel this in your hearts. Remember to keep the entire planet in your heart. You have become love. You can manufacture love now. The feelings are the language of the heart. And all you have learned is love. Love. Love is all that is. Now, my dear friends, whenever you're ready, you will come back to this present moment. I will count backwards from 10, 10, 9, 8. Be aware of your surroundings. 7, 6, 5. Be aware about the place you're sitting on, your chair, or your bed, or the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Unclasp your hands, rub your palms, Place them on your beautiful eyes. Open your eyes to a new you, to a new surrounding, and to a new planet. It's drenched in love. Thank you. Thank you for giving me your time and energy and attention. Thank you.
Thank you. बहुत अच्छा मेडिटेशन था.
Thank you, Vishali.
पूरी बॉडी में मुझे अभी इतने वाइब्रेशंस अभी भी है. बहुत अच्छा. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for being in my journey. You know, it helps me also a lot. Every time whenever I'm connected with my friends, I feel I have evolved more. So, thank you so much for having me, and you know, I've actually enjoyed myself today.
Thank you, Jasbir ma'am. I didn't want to come out of the meditation. I wanted to continue it. And you
Yes,
said
I've already taken more time.
yeah.
That go. I've already taken 10 minutes extra.
Extra, right. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Very, very nice session today.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Shall we end the session? Let me stop the YouTube live.